Alright, so welcome back to the channel. You can tell here I'm trying to do this little thing. It's a little confusing. You're trying to do this. I don't know if you see in the mirror there, but I'm trying to do the point of view type of thing here. Feels kind of funny with the hat being on the hat and everything. Yeah, but you've already seen the interior of you've already seen the interior and exterior of the car in the past. Turn the mode. I want to try something here to see if there's a difference, because I normally drive it in sport mode, but we're going to check out touring mode first, and then we'll go from there. I do, for some reason, I like to drive with the traction control and stability track off, just because. You said I do have a check engine light. I'm working on getting that fixed and everything as well. Not actively, but it comes back as a minor issue. Just got the AC to where it's actually cooling off. I got it turned down a little bit, but and I think I might say before, all of the windows on this car are tinted, even the windshield. You can barely see in through it. The sunroof, it's all tinted, so that's gonna be that's interesting. It's the first one I had with the windshield was tinted, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go for the ride here. I'm gonna give everybody a riding experience here. Just because, no particular reason, but make sure nothing coming. Little bumps going up in there and everything, kind of had to go across all the bumps and all that, so I'm not sure of the difference of driving in sport versus eco. It's a bit of a cloudy day. And you see that the LED turning signals on the mirrors. Hopefully this video turns out well. Now, accelerating under light acceleration, as I do a lot, there is a bit of a hesitation in certain areas, gears, I guess you could say, but I don't know if you can hear that turbo noise or not. I think it sounds pretty cool. Obviously, I wouldn't have it, right? Yeah, I can. In case you haven't seen the video, I do have. It has ZZ Performance throttle body. It's a slightly larger throttle body, and the throttle body adapter, or I guess you could say the silicone hose that goes into the original charge pipe, so I can still use the stock boost gauge area. I do have the ZZP coil packs for when I decide to go with the large. I think it's like a hotter spark plug down the line. I do also have the ZZ Performance intake tube that goes from the stock airbox back to the well, turbo. Yeah, there you go. Brain fart. It's a little wider diameter than the stock one. A little bit of rubbage on my hat there. And then have a K&N drop-in filter. There's a little bit of shuddering there. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's causing that. I did do a full scan on my car to find out the codes, and it said there's nothing coming up with code wise for the transmission. So maybe if I change the oil or the transmission fluid or something, that might help. You see, it does have 156,588 miles. So it's got a lot of miles on it. That's the miles on the car, not the motor. The motor was a replacement before I got it, so. Not a new replacement, mind you. That and the turbo bolt came off of a different vehicle. The AC works decent. It's 82 degrees outside, and the air coming in is right around 51, 2, 3, somewhere in that range. So. Good enough. It beats this Georgia heat, I tell you that. Side note, a lot of people don't understand, this Georgia heat with all this humidity is different than dry heat, you know, because like, yeah, 82 degrees, but when you got humidity of like 60%, which I don't think it's that high right now, but about 60%, it's pretty miserable out there. The car is quite smooth ride. I did put a front suspension on it. We haven't put on because that was a problem making noises. It still has a little bit of a clunking noise on the right side over here. We haven't figured out what it is yet, but it doesn't affect the ride quality really. Well, other than making a noise, it doesn't affect the feel of it at all. We also put new brakes all around, just from CarQuest. They wasn't the real expensive ones, even though they were still like $500. You heard a pop right there, and a little bit right there. That's on top of the noise in the front end. Now, I'm not sure about all the Cadillac ATS, but this one does have, I guess you call it, dual piston front brakes. They are pretty massive calipers, about like this, I guess you could say, maybe a little bigger. Have two big pistons on each side, so the front and the front and the back of it. I think they're supposed to say Cadillac on them. You know, it's kind of hard to read on mine. It's an old car, 11 years old. This car's set for 2 years before we got a hold of it. I say we, it's my car. I paid for it, cash, and I'm sure I said this in another video, but I only paid $3,700 for the car. And my brother-in-law, who is, his title, he's a master mechanic, I don't know if his real title or not, but he can work on just about any car. He has certifications for all of it. He currently works at a different location. I don't want to disclose the location because it is not my not my business to do, you know. So yeah, there's that part. But we do all the work at home in his driveway, except for the suspension. Since we had to go get tires on it anyway, we got BF Goodwrench G-Force Comp 2, I think is what it's called. And since we got that done anyway, we went ahead and had the suspension put on, which we ordered, had it shipped to the house, took it down to the Tire Kingdom, where a good friend works at, and they've done the work there for us. It does have some get up and go. I'm not sure if it's running full power or not, because, you know, check engine light is for, well, there's a few things listed in there. Under boost, which can come from a couple different things. We're working on that. Trying trying to find out what exactly it could be, because we've already checked some things. Maximum absolute pressure is another one, and I guess maybe it could all be the one sensor too. So we're going to figure that part out. But in its current stance, I do want to get a kind of a, I want to see if, you know, the drive modes of low, what is it called, normal, or is it cruising? I forgot what it's called now. That between that and sport, I do want to see what the difference is there. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me on this point of view. All right, and also the airbag light. Yes, that is something I'm going to deal with, because if you have anything in the seat over here, it'll say the passenger side airbag is on whenever it's not, or it'll be on. It thinks the one is set in there, and it will also ding periodically, like when it's like that, because it's a seatbelt unbuttoned, which it is unbuttoned, but there's nobody there. But anyhow. Here at Cookie the River, we're not going to be here, we're just turning around. Water's up pretty high today. I just want to come out and kind of give it a little bit of a go to see what it drives like, and then we'll compare it. Yeah. It feels so weird having an AC when I didn't have it for so long. Just gonna slow down real slow here and just kind of roll into it. Say go to 10, and we'll do from there. Yeah, see the airbag thing. So this road is 55, so doing 60 is not a big deal. It's got pretty good response with under normal. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go down this road over here, and it comes back out right next to the river we came in at, and we're going to run that again. Alright, so here we're going to go ahead and put it back in sport. So you have touring and sport. Now we're going to try to do the same thing with it in sport. I think my brother-in-law did say at one point that, from what he could tell, hat keeps sliding down a little bit in the front. But he said, as far as he could tell, the one difference between sport and touring was the fact that it holds the gears a little bit longer in sport. See, it's still holding that gear. Put it over, put it back, it'll switch it down. But I'm thinking it might have revved a little higher too. I'll know when I go back through and look at the what do you call it? The video afterwards here. As you can see, it does have a mode where you can shift yourself. I don't use that very often, but occasionally I mess around with it. Alright, so that's going to do it for the video. I just wanted to take you guys along on this on a little ride to show you what I see from my view. You know, I would do a show you around the car, but if you've been watching my video channel, you've already seen the complete exterior, the interior. You've already seen all of it already, so I don't see much of a point of showing all of that again. Today's video was basically just to see the difference between touring mode and sport mode, and so from what I think I might have saw, like I said, I'd look through the footage again and find out, but looks like in sport it would go all the way to the red, up to the red line, not the dashed red line, but the actual red line, versus the touring shooting a little bit sooner than that. But well, I mean, everything else is, well, you know. So I guess until next time, have a blessed day.